Hello friends, I'm excited to be joining you in Slovenia, June 3rd through the 10th of 2023 for the Art and the Essence of Nonviolent Communication workshop. I'm particularly excited because my journey through nonviolent communication has been one that's taken many years. It's been a couple decades. And what I've been discovering is that there are several stages of this thing that we call nonviolent communication, that there's this yearning in my heart that I have to really help be a part of creating a more equitable world where everyone has access to the resources that they need in order to survive and to thrive on the planet. And so when I found the process of nonviolent communication, I realized that it was a map that might be useful to help orient me in not just how can my heart long for the world that I want, but how can I actually live my way into that and provide some sort of leadership and effectiveness toward changing the systems that oppress some people and benefit others. And so in the long journey of learning about nonviolent communication, I've had to really work hard just to understand the concepts and to understand those subtle but really important key differentiations of the work. But the hard part has really been, how do I change on the inside in ways that might impact on my personal relationships, the interpersonal realm, and also the systemic realm, experiences more care and more equity. And that journey I've moved through the stages of really starting to study, deeply study, what are some of the nuances of nonviolent communication? What do they mean? How do they challenge the internal ideas, the internal biases, the internal prejudices that I've had? How do they challenge me to look at the world differently? And part of that has been hearing how the world looks to others in different cultures and how the world looks through different lenses, and to really understand the validity of all the different lived experiences by deep listening and opening my heart and a willingness to be changed. And so one of the things that I continue to work on, and that I'm hoping that we'll explore together in this workshop, is how do I move from that place of trying to understand and integrate a particular model so that the principles are deeply embedded in me, so that the way I look at the world and the way I speak and the way that I move in the world comes with an integrity of wanting to create a world that works for all, wanting to live with the awareness that we are deeply, deeply interconnected. And so we'll be exploring some ways that how can I apply this wisdom of the process, and how can I apply wisdom and learning from all different cultural contexts so that I can be deeply connected to myself, deeply connected to other people, and so that together we can create the patterns of behavior, we can create the ways of being with each other that truly help us all thrive. And I'm looking forward to the answers and the clarity and the lived experiences that all of you bring, because that is what we'll learn, is the wisdom of the group and really deeply hearing each other and collaborating together, not just for our own growth and learning, but for the growth and learning in our communities that we can take back out into the world. So thank you so much for joining us.